were talking about their small lineup. They do a great job of mixing lineups, and they rotate their bigs in. So this is going to be a big-time just guy right there. Get a leggy for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Little jump ball situation.
Haven't had a leggy this year.
That's what I mean, right? That's exactly the reason. He's not been the same Jusuf Nurkic that he was when he first came to Portland last year, as Andrew Wiggins can't get that mid-range jump. From Plumlee. Plumlee was the same way, though, Dave, in pick-and-roll game. He was really blessed to be able to play with those two guys.
Jimmy Butler had to fight Saturday night.
Back spasms are no joke.
Although Tom Thibodeau at shoot-around this morning, Jim, said that it wasn't back spasms.
It would get more attention than it did, because I think it's a fun list to look at. All these great players that have played in this game, their final game, what did they do in their final?
Not every guy that plays in their final game, though, knows it's going to be their final game. Nurkic. Here's Aminu with the rebound.
In 10 games, Andrew Wiggins has actually outscored C.J. McCollum in their back on January 1st of 2017.
Here at Target Center, it was quite a night for him. Taj Gibson, the spin on Aminu.
Spins baseline. He's going to the rim. And that's what Karl Anthony Towns needs to do instead of fading away.
Aminu for Teague for Taj underneath.
Bully ball time for Taj Gibson.
Taj powers his way in 3 straight possessions. Aminu. Davis with the offense. Teague takes it himself. Lillard, nice bounce pass inside.
Fast break points per game. They don't play super slow.
Collins kicks it into the corner. Aminu through Orlando and Miami and Charlotte.
Nice play by so many games where he's gotten off to slow starts. 1 of 6 again tonight. It's just so disappointing.
He's hit on just 6. Marcus Georges-Hunt, along with Jamal Crawford, Tyus Jones, Gorgui Dieng, and Karl Anthony Towns.
You don't even worry about it. Jamal's going to be there when it's all said and done.
Collins wide open after some terrific ball movement by Timberwolves, shooting 42%.
So hard. CJ just went back to where he came from.
Towns spins on Davis. Cat just 1 of 5 from the field. 3 ball from McCollum.
Certainly are, and they make up for it with great player and ball movement.
Jimmy Butler, no. Towns in offensive rebounds. And able to... Towns.
You don't lose anything.
And then you've got Napier, who's playing a career high in minutes here to Phoenix on Saturday night. Jimmy Butler, a couple of moves. With all the changes so many NBA teams underwent during the offseason, Portland, one of the few teams that held form.
For the analytics about young guys getting them into the league soon.
Teague, scoop shot, able to run. Towns attacking, unable to finish, but Johnny on the spot. Evan Turner for 3.
If you're wide open, it's a little bit easier. And you're going to try to chip the roller when they're going to the rim, then you're going to give something up. So they got somebody open, and you're going to leave Evan Turner because he's not a great shooter, as Andrew Wiggins gets that.
Hit on just 2 of its last 7 shots and turned it over 3 times on its last 8 possessions.
Portland's third.
Teague fires from straight away.
2/10 of a second is all it took. Good rotation by Minnesota out of that pick and roll. But they now quite get out so the ball could move. And Taj Gibson was just a little bit late.
Teague right down the middle. Over on 3 straight possessions, but Timberwolves have only 2 points off 10 Portland turnovers, make it 4.
You've got to have a 1.4 points per possession ratio in points off turnovers.
Nurkic. Oh. Lillard gets the screen from Nurkic and drills the 3rd. His NBA career, he hadn't done so. But the bar is pretty high across for him right now. Towns for 3, and it's a good start. Lillard able to get the...
So Damian Lillard, he's been shooting some deep threes.
Teague is left alone, so he says, Lillard kicks it to Nurkic. And
His coverage sometimes is that the big necessarily has to be dropped, and Nurkic does that in-between game.
Andrew Wiggins there for
4 rebounds. He has 0 assists in the game.
only 6 points for Andrew. McCollum beating
How easy is
Nurkic.
that?
Butler. Half the year the Mavericks won their title. Jimmy Butler. Chance for the Wolves to go back on top. And Jimmy does. McCollum reverses direction on Taj Gibson. How nifty.
So that's what I mean about Andrew just settles. CJ McCollum gets all the way to the rim, and so does Damian Lillard.
Aminu spins, gets into the paint. Nurkic there to clean it up. Blazers still shooting 55% in the game now. Jimmy's ring.
Yes. It's okay. Nice move.
Ooh. Trying to feed Taj Gibson underneath. The Blazers off the turnover, off and running, and El Farouk Aminu, the offensive rebound. Nurkic takes it away.
Towns 4 of 13 in the game.
McCollum, man.
But a fair amount do know.
Teague gets past it.
Minnesota and other teams, and especially Portland. Portland's getting layups and wide open 3 balls out of their. Such a bailout.
Collins, the hook, falls in. Basketball. And then the Timberwolves turn it over. Lillard for 3.
You know that's going
to get minutes.
I don't think Minnesota executed that play right, judging by Tom Thibodeau's body language.
No, Jamal Crawford bails him.
It's like I was saying about crowd noise and crowds getting into the game. You know, what comes first?
Lillard knifes through traffic. Start getting some stops. Portland shooting 53%. Career highs in a lot of categories this season for Shabazz Napier. McCollum drives inside, and it seems like
every time. Towns is having to step up and guard, which means he's got to release his man, which means there's offensive rebound opportunities.
Just a nice play set by Portland on the side out. Crawford quickly answers right back. McCollum pulls up over Towns.
Great contest.
And there's Ed David. Might see the minutes that might normally go to Andrew Wiggins. Napier. Clinton never played for the Hornets. The Heat acquired him. Zach. Crawford, a deep 3, and he gets the screen from Nurkic. Jamal Crawford anticipating, nearly comes up with it, finally does, ahead to Butler for the dunk.
Jimmy Butler had the roll. Jamal Crawford shot the gap, made a play, big play. Damian Lillard pick and roll defenses. Where do you want the roller to go? Where do you want the ball handler to go? You want to send the ball handler to the double side?
Crawford is
split you.
Taj Gibson on McCollum on the switch. McCollum banks it in. Gives it up. Butler now. And Jimmy Butler kisses it off.
All these little handoffs.
Nurkic.
Yeah, all these little in this game. And I would wager that pretty much all 9 of them have been a pick and roll game as Jimmy goes behind his back.
That was Lillard attacking and finishing. Crawford got fouled.
I've seen both of these guys operate. It's going to be Evan Turner, though.
Turner dumps it for Aminu. Andrew Minneapolis. Lillard for McCollum. Pulls up for the long 2.
Gotta go.
Butler attacking against Turner. Takes all kinds of contact, and Andrew. First point night for Jimmy Butler. And the Timberwolves defense. Turner gets it in. Lillard forces it up for the win, and the Timberwolves escape.